kills me not to go on and their coworkers.
Oh, yeah, definitely don't do that.
There's a bit of Ron Burgundy in you, so.
Oh man, God.
The good parts.
Man, I got to. We're gonna have to link up now. I've just gotten on. Like,
what do you mean?
Like just.
Well,
really?
I started
on the
his Instagram for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was nice.
And I was running it for a while.
Bev
Oh,
started
my
one
Lord.
for me for the podcast, and so
that was
now
smart.
I
Okay.
have one.
Then he earned the
And,
right to control his own.
And I still
that's
don't know
not-
really how it all works, but I'm learning.
I am impressed that you haven't had one.
I have not had one, man.
Well, you need to have at least two.
I think we need to have two.
If not a third.
If not a third.
Well, because
Well,
then you can vouch for the other one, you know?
should we?
We'll
Good cut, little bit of
link
good
up
cut,
on the
bad
old
cut.
Instagram,
Yeah.
so I can maybe find out what the hell you guys are talking about.
Well, should we
Let's
jump into it?
Sure. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Catching Up with the Camdens. I'm David Gallagher.
I'm Beverly Mitchell.
And I'm Mackenzie Rosman.
And today, finally, after all this time, we have a very special guest with us, George Stults.
Yes.
What's
up, my man?
everyone? Very good to see you guys.
Good to see you. It's
Yeah,
been a while.
it's been too
It's only
long.
been 45 years. Not bad.
It's amazing that we all don't look a day over 20.
And I love that you're wearing a Seventh Heaven.
That's right.
Sweatshirt. Season 6.
Season 6, 2001, 2002.
Which, according to IMDb, that's when you came on.
See, I was going to ask you guys if you knew that.
If it weren't for these little time capsules, we wouldn't have an idea.
Yeah. My boss's business partner, they have their own production company. He was friends with our casting director, and he somehow got this from him and gave it to me like a year or two ago.
Really?
Yeah. And
Nice,
I just
that's a
pulled
fresh
it.
one.
Yeah, oh God. Get a smell of this one, David. Yeah, so I broke it out for this
That's
today.
this very
Nice.
special occasion. Well, we appreciate
Nice,
it.
representing.
And also,
Okay.
I think, how does it feel being back in this house? Because you've been here before for Trading Spaces.
Sure have.
When you did your decorating expertise on my garage.
I mean, we were professionals. Come on.
You and your brother. It was.
There was a reason you wouldn't let us do it in here. It was
Yeah,
only
no.
out back.
I only.
That is so Beverly.
I
You
only
can do
gave
the
you-
garage.
I know. I definitely gave you the garage, and I think I was like, they have to be confined to the garage. We're not going inside the house. Yeah.
That was a smart move.
All the doors were locked.
And then,
Wait, so what were your rules about Beverly at your place?
Oh.
We had none. Just
It was like,
Make it
let her
better,
do whatever
Bev.
she wants.
I mean, to be honest, I felt like I was like a glorified like house cleaner because there was a lot of cleaning that we did.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's why he said yes to
That's
the
why
show.
he signed up,
Do
yeah.
you remember the milk crates I
Yes.
brought from Colorado where I was in college?
You
to
brought
that?
them
Oh, I
from
brought them from
Colorado?
Colorado. Yeah.
You actually
In
like
the back of my truck, drove from Colorado to Hollywood.
you allowed them to oh wow. So I didn't know the history of them, but I do remember that the place was very
Beautiful.
That wasn't
Not the word you were looking for.
That wasn't exactly what I was going for. I was going to
Homey.
say it definitely reminded me of like a college
Dorm?
frat boy type of
I
situation.
wasn't even in a frat. But I was on a wrestling team, and they were probably worse than a frat. So
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely had that vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, lots of dust bunnies. I don't even think you guys had carpet or rugs.
No, we didn't. I think we had ripped it all up.
You did. It was gone.
Really?
It was
I
concrete.
think you're right. Yeah.
What?
It was concrete. Yeah, I think we tried
What
to
are you
paint
doing
it.
that tears
Ahead
the
of your
carpet?
time. Ahead of your time. It's a very modern
Yeah.
choice.
Exactly. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Well done.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun, Trading Spaces.
That was a blast.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. What was it like for you when you joined the cast? Do you remember?
Do you have a... Tell us... we
wait,
do
wait,
this
wait.
with
Well,
our
what was the audition
cast
process
members.
like
Yeah.
to it?
Yeah, go.
Tell us your version of like how you joined us. Like, what was the story that got you on the set with us?
I'm glad you asked because I need you to help my old man memory with this. But if I remember correctly,
Jeff.
my brother, who looks older and behaves older,
Right.
auditioned way before I did.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he was
and I
one of
think
Jesse's.
Brenda had already
He was
hired
on the
him.
show already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so he was already on the show.
Yep. Jeff was on
But
first.
Ben.
Yeah.
I remember, because, yes, Ben the fireman, yeah.
Yep.
So Jeff was already on the show, and we had the same theatrical agent, and I remember our theatrical agent saying, "Hey, George, you have an audition for the show Seventh Heaven that your brother just got on." I'm like, "What?" But it was to play somebody you were in high school with who peer pressured you to drink beer, if I remember correctly.
You auditioned to be opposite me.
Yes.
To
and
be
one of your friends in school.
to be a
And
bully in my class.
And I'm like
Okay.
10 years older than you.
Yeah.
At least, because I'm almost 50. How old are you?
I'm 40.
Yeah, so 10 years
Yeah.
older than you. I was like, there's no way. I mean, the peer pressuring people to drink beer, I could do no problem. But
Yeah. I mean,
play that young,
the content
no
was
way.
fine. It was just
Right.
the
So then I think there was another audition shortly after, but I think Brendan had already found out that Jeff and I were real life brothers. I think the only reason I even got a shot is because of that. And she probably already liked
Did you
Jeff.
have a full audition, or because for some reason I thought you just got the job right away?
No,
no,
I
did
had
you
to
have-
audition.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I remember being horrified because I was a timid little shy wussy boy. I'm not kidding.
I do not believe that.
Compared
No.
to
I do
what
not
am,
believe that.
I swear
Now
to
he's
you.
a big, strong man.
I want to go as far as say
Fix this
that.
stuff.
Mack.
You were the shy, timid, wussy boy on the wrestling team?
I
What?
know. No, you
What?
ask any of those guys and they'll tell you. They made fun of me all the time. Yeah. I got my booty whooped, beat down.
He was the bait.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was on the team.
Mhm. That's correct. They just beat me up.
Man, so you joined us in 01 thereabouts,
Yeah.
and then and they put you in Bev's camp, not in my camp. So then, which I think makes
More sense.
more sense.
Yeah. But Beverly, you were getting like boyfriend after boyfriend, right, on the show?
I had so many boyfriends.
So
So many.
I think I was supposed to be just like a one-off boyfriend. I think I don't remember.
I mean, we'd have to ask Brenda, but
Well, she wrote
definitely.
to Brenda specifically and we said, I want to keep this one. That's how probably.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I want to keep him. So my soon-to-be husband in a few years, those two can get in trouble together, and I can murder them both.
It's those Colorado boys, man.
Mhm. Michael, we know you're here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just heard the giggle.
Can I tell that story?
Which story?
About remember we went to some event in Hollywood,
Oh God, which one?
and you two were staying at the hotel that was like pretty much new. Was it Lowe's? I can't remember what. Like on Hollywood.
yeah.
Well,
And so
I don't know where this
we
is
had some
going.
after party,
Oh.
great time, but then we ended up back at your place at the hotel.
That was the
for-
rap. That was like a rap party.
It
Wasn't it
was?
a rap party?
I can't remember. I just know we were having
we
a
had
blast.
a rap party at like the
and we
Hollywood
But
went-
I think
Highland
you
Mall
left
at
with
one
Michael. You
point.
guys like went right.
yeah, we probably went and snuck
well,
away and
because
had
you
some
wanted
more
to have more
beers.
drinks, and I didn't want. Yes.
Right, but then we all met back in your hotel room,
While
and
she was
Michael
sleeping.
peer pressured me to have a dip of chewing tobacco. It might have been the other way around.
I just heard Michael. That is not true.
And in case you guys don't know what that is,
I totally
we don't
believe this, by the
condone
way.
this, but it's tobacco and it's nasty, and you put it in your lip and you get
I've done
great
that with
buzz.
you.
First of all,
I know.
I don't
Yeah.
think was it Mac who was maybe
Mac's
doing
done
it?
dip.
Oh, she has. Yep, I've been there.
I do remember oftentimes where you might have been not a bad influence, but like where we would get in trouble.
Again,
Well, actually,
shy, timid, wussy boy. Never happened.
you,
Like that.
yeah. But I definitely remember there was a few very fun evenings where we all went out and let loose, I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Good times were had.
Good times had
That
by
was
all.
those were the moments when I could be fun, which was not very often because most of the time I was so wound up, so damn tight because I was
No.
very focused on being like straight and narrow and like
Just
getting
gotta
it
give
done.
yourself a little permission, Bev. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I'm still working on it.
Let it go.
I'm still.
It's gonna be great.
Still
It's gonna be
trying
great.
To like let go. We're still working on it, as we can tell. So what was it like, kind of coming onto the show? Because we've had a lot of fun speaking to our guests about like what
and
the
and coming
environment
onto the
was.
show, like in a way, kind of shadowed by your brother that had beat you there,
Yeah.
right?
But then staying
then
power.
over time,
Yes.
overcoming with the staying power. Like how was that journey?
Well, I give Beverly credit for that. That wasn't my choice. I was just trying to do whatever I could to be able to stay on the show for one episode.
So you know what? He's like, I know.
Taking
We'll knock
it
her,
one
we'll knock
episode
her
at
up.
a time, baby. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, but I was. You guys, you have to remember this. I had no right being a working actor.
I do remember.
My brother was the what, Beverly? My brother.
I remember just like you were green. Is what I would
Yes.
say.
Okay.
I would say. Yeah.
Does everyone know what green means?
Yes.
Green means basically just new, and so you were still like learning the rope. 'Cause
Right.
you had done a lot of modeling, but you hadn't done a lot of
Bora
acting.
Bora.
Yeah, I hadn't done any acting that I remember. But so my brother
So
always wanted to do that growing up, and it was the last thing I ever wanted to do. But I'm a year older, so he had already done like 2 years of being the lead in the high school musicals, and it was my junior year, and he came up and he's like, "You gotta try out this time." I'm like, "Are you out of your mind? I can't get up in front of people. I can't even talk with 2 people near me because I was just that way." And so he, of course, talked me into it, and I auditioned for it. But we were a tiny school in Manitou Springs, Colorado, so they needed anybody. Of course, they're gonna hire me, even if I can't even talk. So anyway, I did 2 years of that, and it was horrifying. And I hated my brother for it. I never thought I was gonna become an actor ever. Never wanted to ever. I wanted to go
And then
into the
you
Navy.
woke up in Hollywood.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
That's
I wake up and I'm on Seventh Heaven getting tortured by you guys. But remember, I would go to the trailer with you and the kids, but I was the one who was using the kids' acting coaches. Sorry.
Dawn?
You mean
Dawn.
Dawn?
Dawn, yes, thank you. Yeah.
That's true. I do
And-
remember Dawn
yes.
helping you too.
All the
Yeah.
time, but I
Yeah.
actually
And
loved
Dawn,
it. I was
and
like,
there's
Dawn,
no
I
shame
need-
in it.
It's
Dawn
true.
helped everybody.
Yes.
She
Like
was awesome.
she was there as the child wrangler,
Slash-
kind of as her main title, but really Dawn was like there for the entire cast.
And
I mean,
she is an acting coach, so
Yeah.
like
Yes.
to get like that kind of feedback, and I mean she was wonderful for all of us. But I did not
Yeah.
know that you would work with Dawn.
Oh, every single day.
I didn't know
I
that.
swear to you,
Where
yeah. If it
was I
wasn't for
That's
her,
amazing.
there's no way I would have been long term.
That's
No
amazing.
way.
And again, it underscores what we said when we talked to Dawn, that she was really this kind of unique presence on our set that made everything, kind of greased the wheels for the cast, like kept us like moving as fast as we did, kept the
Absolutely.
But
efficiency up.
you kept acting a little bit. Like, did you not do some Hallmark Christmas stuff or Lifetime?
Oh yeah, not by
Didn't you do some-
choice.
didn't
There's
you do
a
some-
woman in the other room who's laughing right now who forced me to do.
You were in a couple of Christmas classics.
Like
right?
I ever watched a Hallmark Christmas movie before. The last thing I thought I'd be doing after Seventh Heaven is that, and then the first one I did was with an actress named Alicia Witt, and I was naive as always. I was like, "Oh, Alicia, is this your first Christmas movie too?" She goes, "George, you're an idiot. I've done like 10." I'm like, "Okay, sorry." Yeah. So then I ended up doing like 6 thanks to you over there. But no,
Wow, really?
I always had a blast doing them. They were a lot of fun.
And,
I always wanted to do
and
one
you
with
wanted
you.
what?
Yeah, I told
Really?
a couple people that I'll come out of retirement from Christmas movies only if you and I are in it.
Well, that would be a fascinating story. What would our
I mean,
story
you'll be
Everybody.
miserable,
What?
but I'll have fun.
Get on it.
But that's why
Everybody
you have fun,
requests that very special
you-
Christmas event.
Because our relationship has always been one of like you were like my brother. You used to drive me just nuts.
like
you
this.
knew
I'm
Oh,
not
I
touching
remember.
you.
No, you
I'm
still-
not touching you.
your
Have
favorite.
George get stabbed in the eye on the podcast.
Mack told me to harass you
What?
as much as possible.
Well, of
Beverly.
course,
I learned
because-
it all from her.
Well, I mean, you learn from the best.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think that was always our relationship was. So it was always so funny when we're supposed to be like husband and wife. And I just remember you used to just like, you knew when I was wound too tight when to just be like ding 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 ding. Like you were like that little kid that's just like
It's a
don't
sixth
like
sense.
George
It's a really
don't
special.
It's a gift.
He's like-
on a normal
Honestly.
set, if one of the leads is wound up tight, the set will become a little like walking on eggshells. Everything will quiet down. People will avoid the conflict. But on our set, we were a big family. So if Bev was wound up that day, we would all just kind of like instigate.
Lean
Yeah.
into it.
You know? We would lean in. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
you guys got away with it. If I did it, I was in the
that is not true. That is not true at all. We were fine, but you definitely
how
just
was your day on set? I'm in trouble with the wife.
And then George would call Michael being like, sorry. So she
Sorry,
might-
Michael. Are we going out next weekend though?
just don't tell Bev. Just don't tell Bev.
Oh man.
Because
Do you still have the wedding picture though?
I have it somewhere. I just because when my brother moved to Hermosa Beach for a while, and I got in there by myself one time and hung it up without him knowing. So when he came home the next day, he was out of town or whatever. When he came home, that was the first thing he saw was a framed picture of you and I at a wedding, and it was up there for years.
Yeah.
Oh
That's amazing.
my goodness. Yeah, because that was the 150th episode.
She has the same photo in her
Wow.
house.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
You can
100
talk about that, Beth.
150
Was it really? Wow.
was the wedding episode. Mhm.
Yeah, our
So
show was good
you
about
guys-
hitting milestones with things
Yeah.
like that, you know.
So how many episodes
Yeah.
were you on for then?
According
At
to
least
according
60
to
something.
no,
right?
according to
No
our
idea.
cheat sheet, it was over 100.
Wow.
Wow.
And how many was the?
Total?
Yeah, total.
247.
How many were you and Bev?
243
That's the
or
total.
247.
None of us were in all of them.
Except for
Except
Bev?
for Bev,
Wow,
I
that's
think.
incredible.
I'm pretty sure Bev was the only one who made
I think
made it to all of
did
them.
read that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I could you believe that?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
was Catherine not in everyone?
No, I don't think so.
What
I think
was
it was
she-
just.
What were the
I think.
Don't
think
ask
there
me
was, like,
the details. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
believe.
I just know that if I had to put money on it,
We'll have to fact
put
check.
money
Yes.
on Bev.
243, and what the only cast members who were in every episode were, I believe, Steven and myself. And yeah,
I believe it.
I think
Jeez,
that's yeah. And maybe Happy.
happy.
Oh, happy. Yeah.
Happy
Oh,
outlasted
man.
us all.
Does anything stand out from your time with us on Seventh Heaven?
I mean, like I said, I had no right. I was so fortunate to be part of the show. I loved it so much. You just brought up Catherine, and she is a very lovely human being. I remember her coming up to me one day going, because you guys had been on it for 7 seasons before
Yeah.
I got it. I was 45 going to the kids' acting coach, Dawn, every day. But I loved it, and I just loved every part of it and learning. And you guys, whether you know it or not, you all helped me get over my fear of doing that stuff and teaching me tricks and whatever. But I was still horrified for the most part until probably the last episode I was in.
That's when you finally felt
All of a sudden you
comfortable?
loosened up. You're like, oh, this is
I can
good.
do
I like-
this.
yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, but I had a blast every episode, and I remember, I don't know, whenever Brenda made me a series regular, I remember one day Catherine coming up to me, and she was like, George, aren't you bored of this? Are you ever gonna? You think you want to do something else? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? This is great. Food's amazing. You guys are all cool. I'm not going anywhere unless they kick me off.
I do remember that. I do remember like you loved like being there. You loved like the crew and the
Yeah, those
food.
guys are great.
You definitely. I think there was definitely some to-go boxes that went home with you on every occasion.
Yeah,
Ate nothing
it's
else
every
for.
day, yeah.
Yeah.
Eligio and Juan were the best. They're our caterers.
Oh my God, yeah.
They were MVPs all the time, man. They
If it
they
weren't
took
for-
such great care of us.
We were spoiled.
I
We were
think if
spoiled.
it weren't for their cooking, I'd be like 4'5". probably.
They
Like-
gave you an extra couple inches.
They did. So
I mean, George, my memories of you on the set are just like you came into set and you were green, but you were
so much fun.
always so like so positive, so happy-go-lucky. It's in the same way that I think back about working with Barry. Like when I remember working with Barry, we were always laughing, always teasing each other. We always had some joke going on the side between takes. And your energy on set was like that with everybody. And you very quickly kind of just assimilated right into our family and became, you know, one of us. And like I always remember, you know, the good vibes that we always had.
You could never be
with
accused
you.
of taking yourself too seriously.
That is
That's
very
for
true.
sure.
Of course, we were always laughing.
Yeah.
We were always having fun. You know, and it goes to it says a lot about the kind of set that we had in general. But you know, there were certain key players on set that really brought that kind of positive vibe, and you were one of them, man, for sure.
Well,
A
thank
ray of
you.
sunshine and golden hair.
Most of the time. Just kidding.
Most of the
most
time.
of the time.
Yeah.
Except for when we were trying to be serious. And then there's some times where
You were about to murder me.
But me too. I was on the list,
But
like,
to be
right
fair-
there.
You were all the time.
I know.
Sometimes
I lived
Bev wanted to murder
on that
each one of
list.
us. We each
Oh,
got
no, I know.
we
I
each
don't
caught
think I
it
ever
from you.
wanted to. No, I don't think that. First of all, now I'm sounding even worse.
No, not that you were worse.
I think the
but
thing
you-
about it was I definitely was like strict in the sense of like always like professional. So I always wanted everything to like, I didn't want to waste anyone's time. So sometimes I do admit that I would forget to also have fun. I think that's what it was, is I was so focused on the end product that I missed the moment of like actually sometimes enjoying it, and sometimes took that away from other people. I'm really sorry.
It's like
really
how I
But
say,
no,
like,
because then
having-
there were times where
You didn't take
You
But
that
it's like
long.
a car can take you from point A to point B, right? But
Yeah.
like the reason people like fun cars is because they want to enjoy the journey between
agreed.
point A to point B. It's not being at dinner. It's
And I
being on the
think-
way to dinner. You know.
I think I avoided it with you certainly because I was always that, like, I was the drama kid too. So
Yeah.
like when I worked with you, I would lock in with you.
Yeah,
You know, when I
yeah.
was working with George, we'd mess around, and you know, I was always
That
kind
makes
of
sense.
able to like blend in with, you know,
Yeah.
the different
Yeah.
people that I was working with.
Which is
So-
great.
See,
That's
I
a
was
talent.
like,
It's sure. It's but like, you know, I feel like maybe that's why you go, no, we didn't ever fight. Or like, no, that's because I knew that when I was working with you, we would lock in and we would, you
Yeah.
know, focus on the work, and that's how we enjoyed our time together.
But I do
you
have
know?
to say, we still had fun.
Oh,
Even
absolutely,
though
yeah.
No,
I
fun
make
was
it
had,
sound
whether
like,
you liked it
Yeah.
or not. Yeah.
But I also, our relationship always was like, you used to drive me nuts, but I also like loved that about
Yeah,
you because
yeah, that's
that's just, that was us. Like,
that's the
Yeah,
dynamic.
oh, absolutely.
It's a fam-
I agree 100%.
It's familiar.
you're like, I'm not going to
We're-
disagree.
Yeah, no, I'm disagreeing here. Yeah, but we definitely
Yes, dear.
were fortunate.
But we did have a lot of
You
fun.
know, after a certain amount of time, you can become, you know, used to a poison, and you can just then you
Great.
can't function without it.
You two were always beyond prepared and professional, but I
Dawn
do
gets
remember
pretty
him
fun.
being able to go back and forth. Like, I just could not do that like you did, and I was always impressed. It's like, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to be that professional and be able to joke around like David does.
That's why I said it's a talent.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Thanks,
Hey, by
man.
the way, quick question. Do you remember somebody accidentally calling you Gary Gallagher? Because then my brother and I...
Gary, so Gary, I okay, yes, I remember you
'cause
guys.
we were there or
I
something, and
remember-
then we're like, okay, from now on we call him Gary Gallagher.
Is that where it started?
Yes. yes.
What?
I do
I can't
remember,
who it was.
and I don't remember for the life of me why, but I remember you guys had like the alternate like personality for me that was Gary, and
Yeah.
I don't know where it started, but I remember just leaning into it with you
Gary?
guys
'Cause
anyway.
Somebody made a mistake, but I don't think we called them out when they did it. But then afterwards, we just kept calling
Like, well,
you like you guys.
This
are
is now a
idiots.
thing.
And how was it? How was
Gary.
it working with having your brother on the show too? What was that like?
Oh God, can I tell that story?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
do it.
So remember, I am as green as you can possibly get, and I can't remember my real age at the time, but I was 10 years older than you, and I don't, whatever. But so Jeff and Jessica,
Mhm.
I remember my first day on, I think it was my first day on set, and I'm nervous as all heck. And I think you and I have our first kissing scene. And I'm like,
Wait, your
Like the
first
first
day on
day?
set is a kissing scene?
I
That, you know
swear.
what? That tracks. That
It
totally
makes
much
swear.
sense that he came in
And then the
as,
first
as
day
Whoever
the
on.
did
boyfriend.
that
yeah.
schedule
Or
was like,
it might not have been the very first day, but within the first couple days. And
Yeah.
I was just so nervous. And those two pricks,
Oh, yeah.
Jeff and Jessica, came up to me and they're like, okay, George, we just talked to Beverly and she wants this to look good. And so you have to use tongue. And I'm like, already sweating bullets because I can't even talk. Let alone now I have to
They
focus
laughed
on making
so
the
hard
kiss
doing that.
good.
Oh man.
And use tongue. And I remember and going in for the kiss and Beverly pushing me away, going, "What are you doing?" And I'm horrified in front of however many people were there.
You poor thing.
And I was
so
like
mean.
thinking, I'm never gonna recover from this ever. I hate them both to this day for that one. Do you remember that?
I kind of blocked it out.
I think you probably did block it.
Oh my god, I'm dying. 'Cause I
How
think I do-
evil is that?
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Oh my
Oh, it
god.
I
definitely
think that
tracks.
tracks.
I mean,
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
oh my god,
Oh,
I had
man,
to lean
it's
away from the
horrifying.
mic for a second.
So I've heard parts of that story before, but I didn't realize that
Oh
it was
my
your brother and
I
Jesse's
love
idea.
I love
I actually thought it was like your
that
idea
Jeff
or something.
and Jess were like,
I didn't
oh
know
man.
how nervous you were about.
Oh no,
We're
no, no,
gonna
no.
tell him
I
to-
was horrified, and then when that
tongue
happened, I was like, "Well,
back.
I'm for sure fired."
well, first of all,
It's your brother.
Yeah.
Your brother was like, oh, I'm gonna really screw over my brother on
Yeah,
this
and
job.
they're off camera just laughing. I'm like,
Oh my
and
god.
it makes sense. Also, Jesse would love to mess with me. And
Oh,
that
yeah.
totally.
Yeah,
like, would
I
be-
believe this
Because she's gonna be-
There's a
100,000%.
trend here.
I was always. I know both of them. What jerks?
Yeah,
We're gonna. I'm gonna.
jerks.
I'm gonna call her up after this and be like, "Hey,
You
Jess, we gotta talk."
I wonder if they remember. I
And-
know my brother remembers.
Oh, I'm sure Jess remembers. There's a lot of things that
That's
she likes
incredible.
to block out, like when she left me onto the top of the mountain in Colorado, and it was a black diamond, and I couldn't get down. I
How did
haven't.
you go-
I haven't forgiven her for that yet.
How did you really? Did you just take your skis off and walk down?
No, I
No, you just
let
do the
it
slide.
just it's
You
no
know,
no.
Just sit down
You don't
Slide
just
on
No,
your
like
booty.
tuck and roll.
I wasn't smart enough to do that, and I face
What?
planted and it almost like broke my face. Anyway, it's
Did you
that's a
just-
whole different stuff.
what, tuck
um,
and roll. What, how did you?
No, I bitched and moaned the whole way down the mountain, cussing them out. And then I broke my goggles, and it just was. Anyway, so but I have now another reason to call Jesse and be like, Jess.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm sorry.
Are
That's
you
a
sitting
rough.
on a
That's
water
a
bottle?
rough entry into
Yeah,
the
well,
show.
rough entry.
It's a really rough entry.
And then you guys
That
are like, George,
explains-
into the trailers. Start working on your lines. And I was just shaking, horrified.
Oh my god! I do remember Brenda being so excited.
That's
She's
so
like,
evil.
"I have this great guy for your boyfriend on the show, and
Oh
He's
my
the-
lord.
he's got a brother. His brother's on the show." And I was like, "Jeff's brother?" And then,
Please no, brother. Please.
and then here, look at you outlast him and have 100 episodes,
Oh man.
and rode out the whole way. Do you know that we actually had the Yadrick twins on the other day?
No way.
They just turned 21. So our little Savannah can now
That's
go to bars.
insane.
Scary.
Isn't that frightening?
Yeah. And I used to hang out with their parents at real bars in Huntington Beach while they were on the shows. Anyways,
I mean,
I want to edit that one out.
so what has it been like, after Seventh Heaven?
Yeah,
Like, what
what's your-
has life...
The post. Journey.
Even though I like to pretend I'm a tough guy, it was. Well, remember the show ended and then got brought back
yeah.
another season, so
Yeah.
that was weird.
Yeah, it was.
It was so weird. But yeah, when it was officially over with, I can't remember where I was out of town somewhere and knew that there was no chance because I was like, maybe they're playing around. There'll be a 12th season or whatever. But then I found out it was never going to come back, and it sunk in, and I was really sad. I was sad the first time, but then this time it was really sad because like I said, I know that, in my opinion, we were all fortunate to be a part of it because it was a special show, but for me, I know I was fortunate and it was special. So I definitely was a little emotional for a while. And then I honestly didn't think that I'd ever do any other acting again because I never had a passion for it like my brother did. Or I don't know if you guys did. You started so young that I don't know if you can say you had a passion for it or maybe you just eventually got a passion for it or what. I don't know. But I never had that, so I knew I was going to be fine either way. But anytime I've worked since then, I've had fun and enjoyed the people I was working with. And it's not like I don't, I never thought of myself as playing another character. I've always just tried to be myself as much as possible because I'm just not good enough to be a character actor. I'm going to be brutally
But that's
honest.
okay. I mean,
Yeah.
there's obviously there were roles for you to pick up like that. I mean, that's
Yes.
that worked. That worked for you.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Funny people play themselves in everything they do.
Oh yeah, and have great success doing it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But again, I never had as much fun working as we did on Seventh Heaven, but I've always enjoyed myself. Yeah.
Well, because it's very clear that it was a very special set, and
Agreed.
we had we had a pretty easy schedule too, which
Yeah. By the time I got on it, I didn't understand that you guys had it down so well that it only took how many days to shoot an episode? By the 6 or 7 season.
By the 6th season, we were probably down to 7 days.
6.5, 7
or
days,
6.5, 7. I
Yeah.
think it got down to 6. I think was the fastest we ever got. But I wasn't there for the last season with you guys, so I don't know if
Right.
you guys tightened it up even more.
Oh,
in
we
the
did
end.
because we were barely making it to like one shot after lunch.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
We'd
sure
have to
that
stay.
made it more
That was
financially
crazy.
efficient as well, and that probably helped.
Sure.
They were just trying to get their full.
If we could have
8
gotten it
hours.
down to 4 days, there may have been a season 12.
I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, possibly, right? I mean, we just talked to Haley the other day, and we were reminded that also we went to New York at one point. I got to go to New York,
That's right. What season was that?
season 10, and oh no, I think it was season 11, and I get to fly with Brenda on the private jet.
Nice. All right, look at you. I didn't know that until just now.
I know.
Brenda, you're dead to me.
You weren't in those scenes. But I also think what was cool too is like I think there was a lot of long-term friendships that came, from the show too.
Yeah, when you're on a show that long, especially you guys, you had something special, and those of us that were lucky to be on it for, a long period of time, you got to see that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have any favorite episodes? Do you remember any episodes?
I remember you and I in Malibu in a convertible.
What?
Oh, wait. Let me get to this.
Oh God.
The musical episode?
Oh.
Let's come clean, Beverly. How did I end up having to sing and dance? And you cannot call what I did singing and dancing,
You
by
could
the way.
probably blame that
Do you
guy.
remember why?
I don't remember.
Because you didn't want to do it. So Brenda basically strong-armed me and said, George, you're doing this or I'm going to whoop your little booty. And I'm like, Brenda, you don't understand. I can't sing. I can't dance. I can barely do what you're having me do every day on the show. That's the most horrifying thing I've ever gone
Wait
through.
a second. I wouldn't sing and dance?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because
But I
Why?
tried to have a country
that's
album.
what I'm talking about. I think you said,
I'm a respected
yeah,
country artist.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
do this.
So you're probably like,
First
George will
of
do
all,
it. George will do it, Brenda. Trust me. We can talk him in anything. And
I probably did say that though.
when they came up to me, I was like, they got to be joking. They're just pulling a prank on me right now. There's
I
no way.
also backed out of doing the song and dance.
So
And in
I
the
think he's
episode,
part of the reason.
We
In
need
the
to pull this
episode,
clip.
they like
I didn't know
I'm,
you
I'm
could
having a
refuse queens.
scene
Do it.
and then I just get up and walk away And then this whole dance number comes out of nowhere and starts. And then when the dance number ends and all the dancers go away, I just like come back and then continue the scene.
I'm gonna skip ahead to this episode.
And I was just like, I was also like, I'm not, this is not what I'm doing here. This is not, we're not a musical show.
What
I'm
did
not
you
a singer or a
sing?
dancer. Like this, I don't understand why we're
What
doing
did you
this.
sing?
Don't remember. It was just.
It was all Gershwin, that
Ugh.
episode.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
actually,
don't know.
I think I just saw that script because I scanned season 7 through 11.
Because we had the guy on there who was like one of the foremost like modern like Gershwin expert music men.
Yeah.
And who
Remember
was
this
who
stuff.
was he?
I don't
That's
know.
starting to
She
come
because
back,
at that
yeah.
point
There-
she
we
was
ha-
old enough to
We had a
register
Gershwin
what was happening.
aficionado as one of our guest stars for that episode, and he was sort of the driving force behind that.
Yeah, I remember.
Also,
having-
the kid who played my boyfriend at the time was very musical, and
Which boyfriend was
Yeah.
that?
It was Thomas Decker. He was
Okay.
Vincent.
Vincent.
Oh.
Good memory. Yep.
First kiss on TV.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, on TV.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
What?
And.
Soft.
So, are there any other episodes that stand out aside from the one that you have given that gave you nightmares?
All of them.
He's like,
See?
Why were we in Malibu again?
Was-
Oh, you were singing in Malibu, weren't you? Doing something?
I think that was when we were supposed to go to I think that was the
Cross
setup
Street?
for a potential spinoff. Remember where we went to Crossroads
Oh, yes.
and we
yes.
were looking at a potential place for us to move, I believe.
Yes. that's
And
right.
there was like a ministry that was also in a bar. And I believe, wasn't it at
That
the
sounds
Old
very
Town Bar in
Malibu.
Topanga? All right. Remember that bar in Topanga Canyon? It's like a biker bar.
The old place.
The
right?
old place.
Yeah, the saloon.
We shot there. I don't remember.
I think
in
that burnt
Malibu.
down
Did it?
potentially.
Ooh.
Well, lots of things. Burned.
Malibu,
Yeah.
Malibu Inn. Is that what it's called?
No,
No,
we were
Across
we were
the
at
street.
the old
It's not on the
place.
beach side. It's like a saloon.
No, the old place is in the.
Oh,
it's in the
farther
canyon.
It's
down,
in
the
the canyon.
biker
It's
one,
in the
Neptune's
canyon.
Net.
No,
No, in
it's
the
called.
canyon
It's literally
between-
called the old place.
Yeah,
Oh,
between the
alright.
101 and the PCH, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the canyon.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that was like towards the end. I think they were prepping for it to potentially go off to be a spinoff,
Yeah, I think you're
which
right. Okay.
spun itself right into the ground and went nowhere.
Well, do you guys have a favorite? I mean, you guys were in so
No.
many. Yeah, there's no way.
But you were there during the C stage era as well, right?
Oh, yeah, that
so
was
like
his
because our C stage was your guys' place, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly, right?
Over in Culver
Do you remember
City.
when we had the
Oh,
extra
yeah,
stage?
Yes,
I just
yes.
remember
That they
those
added,
those
we had our
black
C
vinyl
stage.
couches.
Yeah.
Over
Do you-
in Culver City, and it was like a nice change of pace for us. All of a sudden, it
Oh,
changed the
yeah.
drive-in a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I just remember every time I went over to C stage, it was either your guys' place or the attic set.
They
or
moved
so-
that.
there was a couple of sets that were over there
Yeah.
at some point, and I remember that was every time I was on C stage, I was with you.
Yep. Yeah. Dang, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had that extra
Didn't we also
studio.
say it smelled like cat piss? Or
It
was the
did.
C
We called
stage
it
that
cat
also?
C stage was
The cat piss studio.
weird. Yeah.
Little stinky time.
Those
huh?
awful vinyl couches. I just very vividly remember those.
Yeah, I didn't love C stage as
No
much
one.
as I loved home.
Awful.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think any of us did.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I definitely did. Even though it was closer.
But why did Seventh Heaven have their own stages in that area?
I don't
Spelling.
think we know.
That's okay.
It was Spelling. Spelling owned the building that we were in. Like I think it was all under.
Real estate.
That was what
So
I
he had
assumed. That
numerous real estate
Spelling had the
holdings as
property,
well?
and that's why our
I'm
our
sure.
production and studio was all kind of
Ugh.
contained and on its own. It was the
and
Spelling
Buffy
thing.
too. Is that why they were?
No,
also?
Buffy wasn't with us though. They were down the street. They had their
Right,
own.
but was that also that
wasn't spelling.
That's
That
not
what?
spelling.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
Buffy wasn't spelling.
No.
Hmm.
WB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I think the model for that, for having your own spot was
Was a
from
spelling
us,
thing?
was like a spelling thing.
Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that was always my impression of it, was that
That
we
makes
were
sense.
kind of in our own. We had our own little world because we were the spelling show.
Insulated.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of people always would mention how lucky we were to have our own.
Yeah, that we
area
didn't have
like
to
that. You
deal with
didn't
in and out of the studios
Yeah.
and going in and out of Burbank or or
Right.
any of those areas that are much harder to, much more congested.
Exactly.
Longer walk to your car.
And you had
Yeah.
guest stars on other sets. So how did those compare?
Mm,
Do you need to look at your IMDb to like remember what those
pretty
were?
much. Yeah.
Would you like me to share your
Here,
list?
wait.
You wanna
I
see
just-
your cheat
I
sheet?
remember doing when I was even greener. I did like a co-star on Friends and a co-star on Will and Grace. I had one word on Will and Grace. I was Jack's closeted boyfriend. My dad walks in some bar, restaurant, or whatever, and Jack and I are holding each other, and I look up and see my dad, and my one word is "Dad?" ? Dad?
That's a good read.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you?
Yes.
How long did you
Killed
prepare
it.
for that?
Killed
Killed it.
Well, I didn't have Dawn, so it was obviously a terrible performance. And then
But that's a sitcom, so that's a whole different experience
a whole different experience.
because you're
yeah.
in front of a live audience.
I got fired off Spin City.
What?
No.
Yep,
Why?
because
Because he
I
used
got-
tongue
Yep.
on the
He tried it a second time because it worked so well the first time.
Was Spin City after?
No,
before.
I'm pretty sure it was before.
Because that was in the
and-
90s, right?
I was brought on to be Heather Locklear's boy toy for a scene, but then when I got there in front of the live audience, it was the body just shut down.
You couldn't,
But guess
couldn't
who's-
wake up the physique?
That's right.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was horrifying. I was like, this woman's. Yeah, this is. How am I supposed to do this, David?
I should have been there. I would have
Yeah,
had your
you-
back.
you
I would have been
would've.
like,
You
get in
probably
there.
would've
Get
just
in there,
slapped
George.
me.
Get in there.
And then
Go
I've
on.
been like,
Get in
okay,
there.
here
Get going. You got this.
Just wind it
A
up.
little confidence.
I still got paid, which is very kind of them.
Hey guys, check us out on Patreon for early access to catching up with the Camdens episodes, exclusive group and individual content, access to all three of us via chat, and more.